Happy Wednesday, first graders. This week in ELA, we've been listening to stories and discussing the purpose of the author or the person who creates the story. And remember, an author's purpose is the reason an author creates a story. And there's several reasons that an author might create a story. And let's take a look at a few of the main ones. Authors might create a story to describe, which would be to tell their audience what something looked, sounded, smelled, or felt like. Authors might also write a story to inform, to give facts or new and interesting information about a topic. To entertain, which is when an author makes the story a fun experience for their audience. To persuade, when an author tries to get their audience to do something or to believe something. And finally, to explain, when an author tells their audience how to do something. Now, as many of us said, the story we listened to on Monday, Clark the Shark, the main purpose was to, now you can kind of pick two of these here because one, entertain, because it was a fun experience to read the story, but then also to persuade, to get their audience to believe something or to do something. And this, books that teach a lesson would fall under persuade, because the lesson that they were trying to teach in Clark the Shark was to be nice, right? And the author of that story was trying to get their audience to do something to be nice or to believe that it is a good thing to be nice. And then before we look at our Venn diagram, the video on Panda Facts, the author's purpose for creating that video would be to inform, right? Because the author gave us all kinds of new and interesting information about the topic. Now, it may have also been a fun experience for you to learn about the pandas. So again, there could be more than one purpose here, but I think that the author's main purpose for creating that video was to give us information and facts about pandas. So our assignment today is going to be to work with me to complete a Venn diagram. Now, we've only done this a couple of times before, so just a reminder. We're going to use this to talk about what is the same about Clark the Shark and the panda video. And the things that are the same, we're going to find two things that are the same and put them in the middle. And then things that are different or unique about Clark the Shark, we're going to put in the Clark the Shark circle. And things that are different or unique about the panda video, we're going to put on this circle here. Now, one of your seesaw options is to make one of these Venn diagrams. And if you need to have an adult help you draw the circles, that's fine. Or you can upload a video and share your ideas that way. But that will be in the seesaw assignment. So the first thing I want to do is let's talk about the author's purpose of both of the stories, because we know that they had different author's purpose. So Clark the Shark, the author's purpose was to entertain or persuade. In Facts About Pandas, the author's purpose was to inform. So even though they had different purposes for being created, these two stories had some things in common as well. The first thing that was similar about them that I noticed was that they were both about animals, Clark the Shark and pandas. And remember, we said that I felt that although the author's purpose in the panda video was to inform, that it was also entertaining. So I think that another similarity was that they were both entertaining or fun. So now your job is going to be to find two more things that are unique about Clark the Shark and facts about pandas. And what that's going to show us is what are some differences in stories that are meant to entertain or persuade, and some stories that are meant to inform. And I bet that as we keep learning about author's purpose, we're going to see some of those same differences repeat again and again. So your job is going to be to fill in number two for both stories and number 3. So let's think about a couple of questions when you're filling those out. Now, maybe for number 2 in each story, you want to talk about let's ask this question. How are the pictures in these 2 stories different? Because the pictures or videos of the pandas and the pictures of Clark the Shark were different. So maybe for number 2 in each story, you can talk about the pictures. Another question to think about is, how were the characters in these 2 stories different? Because Clark the Shark was acting in a much different way, and he could do something that normal sharks can't do, but I don't think I saw the pandas doing that. So maybe for number 3 in each story, you want to discuss how the characters in the stories were different. And these 2 things, the pictures and the characters, we're going to see those come up again and again when we compare stories that are meant to inform versus stories that are meant to entertain or persuade. So again, once you make your Venn diagram here, if you want to fill in the 4 lines that I already filled in, and then your job for your seesaw assignment are these right here. Number 2 and number 3 in each of the story bubbles. So you can either make a Venn diagram like I did, or you can upload a video just explaining what you would put, 2 more pieces of information you would put in Clark the Shark's circle, and 2 more pieces of information you would put in the facts about pandas circle. All right, friends, and that is our ELA lesson for today. Also, make sure you try and practice your spelling and sight words today, and Miss Canale put up a video yesterday that we'll leave in the slides today, showing families our sound box routine for spelling that our kiddos should be familiar with if you want to give that a try. And I'll see you tomorrow.